When I bought my grandfather's ranch back from the bank, I was finally living the dream. Secluded, peaceful, and far from HOA drama. Or so I thought. The nightmare began 3 months later when a newly built luxury development popped up right next to my land, and with it came Sharon Delaney, the freshly elected HOA president, with a clipboard, a sour expression, and an inflated sense of authority. She showed up on my land the first week with a grin that didn't reach her eyes. "You'll want to remove that rusted equipment near the tree line," she told me, uninvited. "It's visible from our community walking trail and doesn't meet neighborhood aesthetic standards." I blinked. "Ma'am, this isn't your neighborhood. This is a working ranch, and you're standing on private property." She scoffed. "We'll see what the board has to say." Over the next few weeks, I caught her trespassing 4 times, poking around the barn, taking photos of my workshop, even measuring fence posts like she was planning to report them. That's when I decided it was time to build the gate. But I wasn't just installing a normal gate. I was setting a trap, not a physical one, but a legal one. You see, my driveway connects to a public easement that runs along the back edge of the HOA's development. I installed a large, secure iron gate at the boundary between the public road and my ranch entrance, complete with motion sensor cameras and a keypad lock. Then I posted private property, no trespassing signs, with a notice that all activity was being recorded. I made it as obvious and lawful as possible, and then I waited. 3 days later, the motion sensor triggered at 6:42 a.m. There was Sharon, clipboard in hand, marching up my driveway like she owned it. She ignored the signs. She ignored the locked gate. She even climbed over it. As soon as her feet hit the gravel, the motion-triggered speaker system activated. "You are trespassing on private property. This incident is being recorded." She looked up at the camera and sneered, then marched straight to the barn and started taking pictures. That was exactly what I needed. Within an hour, I sent the footage to the county sheriff and my attorney. Turns out Sharon had a prior citation for trespassing from her previous HOA gig in another county. She thought she could intimidate her way into control again. This time, the law wasn't having it. The sheriff showed up at her door that evening. I wasn't there, but I was told by neighbors that she turned a very specific shade of crimson as he handed her a trespass notice and informed her she was now legally barred from setting foot on my land. Even better, my lawyer filed a restraining order and a formal complaint to the county against the HOA for harassment. Turns out, they had already received similar reports from other nearby landowners who dealt with Sharon's boundary issues. The final nail in the coffin came a week later during an HOA meeting. One of the residents, an ex-military guy with zero tolerance for nonsense, stood up and read out a summary of Sharon's trespassing charges, her prior infractions, and the footage of her hopping my gate like a cartoon villain. She was voted out on the spot. Now, my gate stands tall and unbothered. I upgraded the camera system and installed a Smile Sharon sticker under the lens for fun. My ranch is peaceful again. No more clipboards, no more HOA drama. Just open skies, quiet mornings, and the satisfaction of watching someone walk right into the trap I legally built for them.